Right, everyone. Nice to meet you again. Welcome to the Yes Podcast. And today we have a special guest by the name of Jeremy. But before I begin the interview with Jeremy, so how you have been enjoying the last few episodes of the Yes Podcast? I hope you really enjoy it, and hopefully, as mentioned in the last episode, is that please do share with your friends. All right. So let me introduce Jeremy, who has been in this field, but I'm going to bring you on an adventure. And Jeremy going to share all his experiences of adventure around the region and also on the highest peak. Make a guess, press that. But I'm going to share with you now, but later on, make a guess from the conversation itself. Hi Jeremy, thank you very much for making time to be with me. And by the way, today we are not at where the location should be, which is at somewhere in Nepal. That's another hint for you. But we are at the beautiful surrounding of Sembawang Park. All right. And actually behind me there's a ship, waiting for us. After this podcast, we're going to go on a sail. All right. So Jeremy, so since the start of the pandemic, what have you been doing?
So I've been working with UWC.
Oh, okay, great. Yes.
It's international school.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's outdoor education.
Outdoor education. Yes. So why outdoor? Yes.
Yeah, because I like the outdoors and I enjoy teaching it. So it's something that I can give back to the people.
Okay. Yes, gentlemen, you heard, ladies and gentlemen, you heard from Jeremy himself. Yes, he's in outdoor, in outdoor education, outdoor experiential learning, and actually is just as an educator passing on his knowledge. But actually, Jeremy has been in this field for many years since his younger days. He's young now, but he's younger in his younger days. I'm young still. I'm younger than him actually. Am I right with Jeremy?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe you can share how you get started into this outdoor programs.
So back in when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
I climbed my first mountain.
Wow. Tell me where.
That was in Mount Ophir, Gunung Ledang.
Oh, Gunung Ledang. Okay.
So that was with the National Cadet Corps when I was a young boy.
Okay.
And then from then onwards, I liked the feeling of climbing. And I decided that I wanted to continue this passion.
Okay.
And then I went on, to do a diploma.
All right.
In outdoor adventure.
Oh yeah.
In Republic.
Yes.
And then subsequently, I started climbing more and more mountains.
Okay.
And then I started climbing until 7,000, 8,000 meters.
Wow, 7,000, 8,000 meters. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And maybe you can share with us what are some of the mountains that you have conquered.
Okay, so I've actually climbed 44 mountains.
44?
Yeah, 44 mountains. A big mountain.
Okay, I think it will be a long list. Maybe some of the memorable ones you can hear, okay?
I think one of the memorable ones is Tajikistan.
Tajikistan
in Tajikistan. There's a 7,000 meter peak.
Okay.
I'm actually the first Singaporean to climb there.
Wow, congratulations!
And then another one is also another 7,000 in Kyrgyzstan.
Okay.
So that's my favorite playground.
Why is that so?
Asia,
what's so special about that?
This area is called the Tian Shan, the Pamir Mountains.
Okay.
Very big mountains.
Yes.
And very unexplored.
Okay.
So I like that area. That's kind of my area to go to. Yes.
So actually, when you embark on this, what's the thrill that you reach? Packing, carry 20 kg, 30 kgs on your back. Even some of us going army already. All right.
Yeah, I think for me, I like the challenge. That's the main thing. I like the preparation. So like you got to prepare in terms of equipment, in terms of sponsorship.
Right.
Because if I climb, usually I'm being sponsored, so I like to get those sponsorships done.
Yes.
And then make sure it's like a chess game. I like playing chess. It's like you get all your parts correct, all the moves correct. Yep. Then you go and climb the mountain, and then the challenge of climbing the mountain is that the mountain is very big. Yes. And then you gotta try and work with your partner and take it step by step, take the mountain down step by step, and then conquer it. In that sense, conquer the mountain or conquer yourself.
This is how you mentioned all the 44 mountains that you have climbed. What's among all the 44 climbs, which is the most memorable one? And why was it memorable?
Okay. One of the most memorable to me would be I would say the first few, which I would say the one would be India.
Okay. And which mountain is that?
This mountain is called Stokhangri.
Sorry?
Stokhangri.
Stokhangri.
Stokkangri.
Okay.
Stokhangri is in northern part of India, Ladakh. So where they filmed the three idiots, I think that's the show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Bollywood movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So they went to that area, quite beautiful.
Okay.
And the area is where it's like Indian Himalayas.
Alright.
So they're quite high mountains, like 6,000, 7,000. So
Wow.
that when I went there the first round, I was not as prepared.
Okay.
And then I went there with my good friend, and we attempted to climb the mountain without any guides, and just like backpack over there, and then took out the equipment over there, and then we start to climb the mountain. So within like 5-6 days, we attempt to attack the summit. That's the plan.
Yeah.
But we managed to only attempt the summit, but we didn't manage to reach the summit. So we turned around. So that it was memorable because we didn't make the summit, and it was a great trip. It was a very memorable trip because we did everything ourselves, everything.
Okay.
And then I was quite frustrated because I wanted to climb to 6,000 meters, to reach to 6,000 meters. That was my aim, lah.
Okay.
And so in I think the following year, that was in 2013. Then 2014 I went back.
Okay.
But this time I went back a bit more prepared, lah.
Right.
I had a team, a new team, and then I signed up with an operator that helped us to manage the expedition. And then we had everything provided, like, so we had food, we had guides. It was a bit more control, and everything was more prepared.
Right.
So I managed to reach the summit. So that mountain itself is quite significant because it shows you that number one, preparation is quite important.
Alright.
Even though you just want to have fun, right? but also need to have good preparation, and then have a good team. Because the first one I went is like with my good buddy, but it's not that my good buddy might not be the best team. The best team is some other people that might actually support you to reach the top, lah. Right. And on that summit, on the second one, only three of us made the summit out of five of us. But it was still a success, lah, because three of us made the summit.
Now, your adventure on Everest, I think a lot of people I would love to know. So maybe describe a bit of your first adventure on Everest itself.
Yeah. So it was an epic adventure. I was with Yushuna, my good friend. She's actually from the US, but she went to do her PGDE in PE. PE. So she was part of NIE.
Alright.
And then Dr. Saravana, who was my lecturer in sports science, back in the day, he was my lecturer. And then we met up, and because Yushuna, she was really part of the Everest team, which wasn't very, very successful for 2 occasions because of the earthquake and everything. But she still wanted to climb Everest. Then I was really on the path to going to Everest in 2017. So in 2016 she contacted me. She said I still want to go back. So me and her, we formed a team, and then we thought she's Malay and Chinese. I think it would be quite interesting spin to have an Indian, as a multiracial kind of team. Because Singapore, we never had a multiracial team. It's always so the first Everest expedition was, I would say, successful because we put Yushuna on the summit. And I also attempted the summit to about 8,007. So I turned around just 150 meters below the summit. So I was very close to the summit.
What happened actually?
Happened
at that? Just 150.
Yes. So the area is called the South Summit. So there's a South Summit, then there's a Hillary Step. Alright. And there's Summit. So it's not far. It's 1.5 hours.
It's 150, 1.5 hours.
Yes, 1.5 hours of climbing up. It's not far, to be honest, in mountain distance. But I turned back because at that point, right, when I was leading up to the South Summit, my legs started to be cold already. I started to feel my toes, then my legs, then it's like hypothermia. Alright. So I could feel that it's going to be hypothermia, and then I started shivering. Then I was like, I told my shepherd, I think it's better we both go down. So we turned back. And then went back to Singapore, and then Yushuna managed to make it to the summit, which is very proud of her, and first Malay Singaporean woman to reach the summit. So quite a big achievement.
So achievement for anybody to really reach the summit. Now at that point, when at that 50 and you had to make that decision to U-turn, how does it feel? You climb all the way there, 150 more. But I had to go to
it is.
How does it feel? Share with us.
It was a struggle. It was painful because like it was my dream. So when the thing was that we went as a team. If there wasn't the NTU team, then I would wear myself. Then it would just be a failure because I didn't submit by myself. Just say I was doing by myself. But now that we were in a team, then when we submitted, it was at least felt a bit better. But for me, it didn't feel very well. Like it didn't stick very well because I was like, that's not what I want to achieve. I want to reach the top. So I imagine myself at the top lah. So as I went back to Singapore, for about 1 year, I had this thought like, whether I should go back. So there was this like, in my mind I was just thinking there's this like black cloud always above me, like a shadow like that.
Okay.
It's like a overcast shadow. So it's like this feeling of like failure, like I didn't make it. So why didn't I make it? So it's like it's always following me, and it's like very horrible, the feeling. Then also a bit of like this kind of dreams. I can't summit. I this dreams like I submitted Everest. Then I wake up right, then I submit.
Okay.
So then I wake up. I was like, wow, I really failure. Like I want to. Why am I not getting? I want to go to back and achieve that summit.
So that's how you decided to go back in 2019.
Yes.
Right.
So from 17 to 18, I just having thoughts about it.
Okay.
And then 18 officially I started to search for sponsorships again.
Okay.
I started training again and then full-fledged. So I was still working for somebody, but close to the end of 18, I left my job to do this, to train for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This time who do you go along with?
So this time around I went with one night I went with an international company called Pioneer Expeditions. They are local Nepali company, and I happen to know the two bosses, the two or three bosses who run. They're quite young chaps.
Okay.
So I knew them, and I see them how they perform in K2, how they run their guiding business in K2. So I was quite impressed, and I linked up with them and I said, okay, I want to go Everest again. Put me in your team so I signed up, and then we when the time came, they brought us over, and then we had a team, a whole international team. It's quite amazing. It's an all men's team in 2019. So it's like I think all guys from Poland, India, China, US, all around Pakistan. Yeah, so it's an international team. Pretty fun. Expedition, yeah. going through the Kumbu Icefall, and we are reaching Camp 1. Very tired, very hot, and we are going slow to catch our breath, to acclimatize to the rising altitude at about 5,965. We're doing good. Demba is fantastic Sherpa, and we're going to Camp 1, this direction. Woo! Camp 3 at 7,000 meters. So all is very good, and the weather looks very nice. As you can see, many tents. We had a long day up here. Many people are going for the 22nd of May as well, and so as we. So we're going up all the way to the yellow band, all the way up Geneva Spur and then South Pole. Yes, that's Nick. Yes. So this is our tent. Yeah, 4 people in the tent. Really cozy. Camp 3, 7,000 meters. Beautiful. So we are now at base camp and the 24th of May, and we are waiting for our flight out of base camp to go to Lukla. So Tenji has made a special arrangement for us, and waiting patiently to go to Medici and then to Lukla. So this will be an awesome ride with all our baggage, and we are done with the expedition. I'm very excited to get out of here, and all thanks to Tenji for making the special arrangement. And we're flying with Talong from China. Alright, ciao, see ya. Bye.
So in that trip, in that journey, right? So what went through your head and your mind, your head, your mind, your heart? How did you feel for the second trip?
Yeah. So I from the first experience, I knew that I learned quite a bit of stuff, like in terms of using oxygen systems. The mountain, I've seen the mountain from myself. I've seen what the route looks like.
Yes.
And I know how my body reacts at the altitude. So I'm a bit more physiologically capable in that sense. Mentally wise as well, I'm a bit more prepared because I now know that I've been there. It's exactly the same thing. All I gotta do is just climb above that point and keep my feet and legs warm. So that's the preparation. So the thing is that before I went for the climb, I actually bought some thermal insulated soles. To put on the boots one.
Alright.
Then there's a battery connecting it as well.
Serious?
So there's a wire that comes up from the sole. Then it comes out to the boot. You can clip it on the boot on the outside, the battery, and then you can put mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, mode 4 to increase the temperature rating.
Alright.
Mode 4 is the hottest one. So I put 3, I think. So I use that for Everest, for both. Feet. So for the second round, I was on special Robocop like that. Some special shoes Not shoes but the soles.
The soles keep you warm.
And then I got a new pair of socks which are a bit different. So that was the physical preparation, like training. It's the exact same thing, but I up the ante a little bit by training twice, like for summit push. So through the night training, wow, that was really hardcore. That one 12 hours training, from 10 p.m. at night to 10 a.m. next day morning.
Okay.
Overnight training, non-stop.
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty hardcore. Twice I did it. So that was a summit training. Because on Everest, you'll be walking for 24 hours.
Yeah.
From the summit day, right?
Yep.
Say you leave at around 6:30, which is on 2019. I left at 6:30 p.m. And you climb to the summit until next day morning.
Okay.
So about 12 hours.
Okay.
So 6:30 a.m.
Right.
Then you reach the top already, right? You come down 6 hours to the last camp.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to go from the last camp to further down the camp. You cannot stay at the last camp. Reach down there around breakfast time. Time for breakfast, but you no breakfast, right? You just suck in the oxygen. Yeah, then around 6:30 a.m. you hopefully you reach the summit by that time. Then from there you climb down to the camp 4. There's another 6 hours. And then from the camp 4 you need to climb down to camp 2, which is further down the mountain.
Yes.
And the mentality for me when I was on the second expedition, I had a motto. I call it the 3 P's.
What's that?
The 3 P's are pace.
Pace, yeah, okay.
What was it? Pace, patience, and mental power.
Power, okay.
So these are the 3 P's. On
Alright,
my expedition, every time I was like feeling tired or demoralized or like, this is like, what am I doing here? Then I just remind myself 3 P's. So the 3 P's is like pace yourself.
Pace, yeah.
Pace yourself is in like, why you need to go so fast? Don't go so fast. You go so fast later you exhausted or you get altitude sickness.
Mountain's still there.
Mountain's still, so take your time now.
Okay.
But don't too slow because later the crevasse.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So pace, patient. That means patient meaning to be patient with myself. Sometimes the body is not recovering as fast as I wanted to, right? Or even patience with other people.
Yes.
Because on a mountain there will be a lot of people, and some of the people are not as experienced in that sense.
Yeah.
And they tend to go very slow.
Okay.
A lot of tourist climbers there.
Oh, okay.
They just like they pay money and then they expect to be dragged up. So patience with those kind of issues, and the weather also. Patience with the weather.
Yes.
And then mental power is just like just everything is in the mind.
Yes.
Everest, right, is 90% mental, 10% physical. Because I realized that actually if you can push yourself mentally right, it's no big deal. You can push. Then physically, if you already train, so you are already there. So if you really put in the hard work a few months ago, then when you're there, it's all in the mind.
Doesn't it? It also applies in life also.
Yes,
it's
I guess
all
so.
in the mind.
It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
So we have the will, then
there's a way.
Yes, right.
Yeah. So it actually builds your character.
Resilience, I would say.
So just because you climb 6:30 in the evening, you climb to the mountain. So I suppose just like when we climb to Kinabalu, even you climb at about just before sunrise.
Yes.
So the intent is to catch the sunrise.
The intent is to catch the sunrise for a nice picture.
Nice picture, yes.
But also because you want to have more time.
Yeah.
More time as in if you climb too late, right? Then you don't want to be coming down during the night time.
Okay.
You want to be climbing down during the day so that you are more aware of the brightness, everything. You can see your steps. Yeah.
So when you're right on top of the Everest, please share with us. What's that feeling? You're right on top of the mountain.
Okay. Yes. My feeling actually when I reached the top, I had this video on captured as well. It's like I did this like yes. It's like the feeling of like triumphant, like I did it right, like finally.
Yes.
Then like I was having my guide with me, Pemba. So I gave him a hug, hey Pemba bro. And we hug each other. Then my Chinese from my friend, my expedition member from China, he's sitting right on the top, he's doing selfies. And I'm looking at this guy like, wow, this guy not tired. I'm damn tired though. And then he's like, hey, Jeremy, 来帮我拍照. Ask me help him take picture. I'm like, wow, hey, I'm just tired already. Help me take picture. So so the feeling is like, I'm so happy that that the achievement is like, I've done it right. Finally, like I've not bucket list, but like this dream is like 15 years in the making. It's like when I was a kid, my idols were the one that submitted it, and now I'm the one who submitted it.
Yeah.
So I've like, I extinguished that dream lah, and that it's gone, it's finished, it's done. Then after that, after the photo picking, I realized, oh crap, now I need to go down now. Yeah, it's a two-way journey lah. It's like, I reach the top, okay, so now I need to get my butt down.
Can heli lift me please down?
I wish, I wish, but the helicopters cannot go so high lah. Yeah, if only can then I'll tell you.
Only if we can. Probably in the future okay, we'll climb up, but heli lift me down.
Yes.
So you have conquered the highest mountain ever. So what's next?
I have a young family. I got 2 kids. Actually, my plans after Everest was to complete the 7 summits. This is the 7 summits is known as the highest mountains on the 7 continents.
Okay.
So I've done 3 of them.
Alright, so there's 4 more.
There's 4 more to go.
Okay.
And the 4 are the other ones that are quite difficult also still.
Okay.
So there's one in Northern America, there's one in South America,
Okay.
and there's one in Europe,
Yeah.
and last one is in Antarctica. Yeah, so there's like the frozen continent lah. That's an exciting trip lah. Yeah, so that requires a lot of sponsorship lah. And actually I wanted to do it within 2021 to 25. This was the 4 years, 4-5 years. This is the every year climb about one. That was the plan lah, but now it will be pushed back a little bit. So the next one will be next year lah. I'm going to climb in Russia. Everest.
Okay.
Everest, yeah, that's the mountain name.
How high is it?
It's not that high. It's 5,006.
5,006.
It's the height of like Everest base camp, but
Okay.
it's full of snow, and it's a mountain with unpredictable weather. So that is the tricky part about this mountain. Yeah.
You mentioned you have kids now.
Yes.
So would you want your own kids to be like what you are, to embark on this adventure?
No. No lah. It's a difficult question.
Yeah.
I would say if they are interested and they aspire to climb, why not? They can always climb, no problem. If they really want it, we will guide them lah, and make them the youngest Singaporean to climb Everest. No lah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you never know. You never know.
Correct.
If they're interested, you definitely can plan for it.
But I'm sure as a parent, I'm not a parent, but I'm sure as someone who is an outdoor, you want to share, you inspire people to be there. But ultimately, it's the choice.
That's right.
By
Challenge by choice.
Yeah. Wow, you remember that? Yes. Challenge by choice. Yes, challenge by choice. We can only provide the environment, the platform, but ultimately, it's you make that choice whether you want to embark on it on this adventure. Alright. So if people out there, if you want to, for those who hear about it, watch on TV, Natural Geog, Discovery Channel, you're so on to this and say, I want to go Nepal. So what are some of the words some inspirational words to people out there to go on this mountaineering adventure?
Yeah, I would say as a beginner, just go for it first. Experience for yourself, and then doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. It doesn't matter. Give it a try. And then when you come back, look at it again, and then relaunch your plan again. If you have dreams to climb higher,
The only thing about I personally, yes, at one time when I was teaching at Poly with my outdoor students, wanted to bring them to Kilimanjaro.
Oh, nice. Okay,
You've been there, right?
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Twice. Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't fall through because I left the Poly. So that was my dream. But the highest, I think, on personal note that I've climbed, it was in Wales. In Wales, Mount Snowdon. So much more. Initially, probably when I first started off, before I became an educator, so there was an experience in outdoor education. Actually, just like you, fell in love in the outdoor when you're at a young age. After that, you want to inspire other people, because it's not about the climbing, it's not about the being fit on that. It's more on challenging oneself. Right? That is, the sky's the limit. That's how far you go. And you have heard from Jeremy himself. From one, it's not a failure, it's just yes, it's 150, maybe I'm not up to it, because of circumstances, but I'll try again. So failure is not an option. All right, it is about making the effort to try again and try until you achieve success.
Okay.
All right. So if you have if you can share with us, what's your phrase or motivating phrase that you have to guide you?
Okay. One of the phrases that I like, or the quote that I like is, do not let circumstances control you. You control your circumstances.
Wow. Powerful phrase. All right.
By Jackie Chan.
Yes. In a way, it is says, if I do understand correctly, it is about you're in charge.
Yes.
All right. Don't let the surroundings or anybody else, and not just the surrounding, but it's also anybody to be in charge of it. You are in charge of the situation.
That's right.
All right. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the insights about, especially the Everest climbs and how you have from one adventure to another one and successfully. And now, even though he has completed the highest peak in the world, but he still has 4 other
Seven
summits.
That's right.
It's a collection of 7 summits. He has only completed 3, 4 more, and he plans to do it in the next few years.
4 years, yeah.
Yes. And yes, for every climb, it's not just a personal challenge, but you also need the support from individuals, from corporate, because it looks like cheap, but actually it's an expensive expedition. All right, so people out there, if you feel and support in this venture, or someone as a human endeavor, all right, to go for to seek for the best and achieving their dream, do come in and support. All right, either you drop us an email, or you can drop an email to Jeremy directly. All right, so that we can realize not just an individual, but it's also about one small step for mankind. Is it
No,
one small step
for men,
and one giant leap for mankind?
That's right.
So in a way to show that we can do it as a human. It's only how much you want to push. All right. With that, thank you very much once again for staying in tune to this channel. All right. I hope that you have enjoyed the session. All right. Until we meet again for the next episode, because once again we're going to bring another adventurer also, and to share their experiences and what goes through their mind and what actually how the adventure has built them up. All right. Till we meet again. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.